Hello there, I am Karyanta, and this is a short little tutorial thingy, as well as a completely shameless plug for my second channel, because why not? I do some semi-dramatic readings on a channel called Bob's Reading Corner, because hello, my name's Bob as well. And there, I have started a very long-term project of audio dramatization of Tales of the Emperasque, a 140k fanfiction, a glorious one. And in it there are numerous timestamps, like so, as we can see here, a bunch of numbers and indicating things. And I decided that I shall have the AdMech, the Adeptus Mechanicus, read them out for me. Obviously, I don't know any toaster worshippers, so I must become one myself. And here I shall showcase a very simple process of how I do that, because I personally really enjoy the result of that. So without further ado, let's just begin. At the end I will showcase a bunch of them and link to the other things and whatever. Anyway, so let us just go to the... Oh, I need to actually see both things at once. So, I'm feeling a little rumbly mood today, so let's get very close to the microphone, because I enjoy being very close to the microphone and caressing the ears like that. So let's begin. So, 0-017-001-M42. And there we go. Now that we have the audio recording there, first thing we need to do is to convert it into something that sounds a little bit more techy. And I have created a little macro. First, a vocode filter thingy, a distance of 1, output choice both channels, number of vocoder bands 25, amplitude of carrier wave 0, white noise 100%, needles at 0 and 1 because they don't matter to me here. Then it'll automatically change the tempo to increase it by 40%. The tempo, not the speed, because the speed will also change the pitch and we don't need that. And finally, it'll reduce the resulting very heavy waves we can see here by about 3 decibels here. So that's that. Let's apply the macro. It'll take it there, reduce it much smaller. You heard how it sounds when I spoke it. Now let's hear how it's changed. 0-0-1-7-0-0-1-4-2. As we heard, it is quite distorted, but you can still make out each individual sound. However, AdMech are far more efficient than that, and that there are way too many pauses in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split each of these letters, numbers into their own thing, to their own little clip. There's probably a more efficient way to do it, but I like to do it manually because I have full control there. And then we're gonna zoom in a little bit closer to each of them. We're gonna delete all of these silences because we don't need those silences. We can also delete little clicks that we don't need as well. Now, this is where the magic happens. We add a second track and then we stagger these. We start the next letter, number, dash, whatever. I personally prefer to go somewhere around half to 2/3 of the previous one being done. So something like that, to get the continuous delivery of information from the AdMech. There is no science behind it, it's all about just how it feels. Yes, as we saw, that took 10 seconds earlier. Now it is reduced to just 5. So let's hear how it sounds now. That's alright. I feel like something is a bit too quickly going on there. Very minute adjustments. I think that's good. I think that's pretty solid there. And that's it. That's the whole magic beans of the process there. And I think I mentioned that I do like to listen to a bunch of them. So let's bring up this thing here. all the other ones that I've done. I like listening to these. They're fun. Oh yeah, and that kind of sound is when I whisper, because all of these are just me doing different kind of voices. Honestly, there's no other editing beyond what you already saw, what I showed you. It's just me doing things like this sometimes, or sometimes like this, or just sometimes like that as well. I'm not a professional voice actor in any regard. I do not have a great vocal range, but I do the best I can with what I have. Anyway, let's continue with these. And yes, while I know that the AdMech is technically, they all like to be consolidated into all this mechanisms and everything, they still each individually have their own personality. And that's why I decided to keep them all, record these separately, because I could have just recorded me once, going through each of the numbers and the letters, and just put that together at the start, but I didn't want that. I wanted each of them to be just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. You know? I like that little personal touch. I enjoy that. I do legitimately enjoy listening back to these every now and then. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, check out Bob's Reading Corner, my other channel where I do actual stuff, like with editing and focus and coherence, unlike this channel where it's just rambling nonsense like this. Anyway, bye.